couple of breaths, letting yourself arrive on the mat. And starting with a shoulder press. And then laying shoulder roll. Forearm, shoulder roll. And stand up. I could spend a long time here. And then kneeling, mama cat. Tie chop. And then second side. Shoulder roll. Forearm. Roll. Standing. Mock hat. Chop. And then take your hands back behind you, flat. So not interlace this one. And then take a breath in and side bend. Another breath in. Side bend. A little twist. So you're not twisting, I'm twisting you. Back up. Breath in. And breath in. Back bend, take a breath in, and out. Another breath in, and out. You just straighten your legs out and breath. So ideally, we would have you on a cushion, so you can sit up a bit more. Thumbs are pointing up. And then breath in and out. Another breath in and out. And last one. And tuck your chin and maybe all your weight. Three deep breaths. And with your next exhale, just pin out into your nose. Okay, move your neck and face right here, and then move you. your edge and lifting up. Gentle release. With the thumbs. Nice pumping strokes. 1, 2, 3. And then pressing along the line up to the crown of the skull and back down. Some energy work. And then we're going to actually do the side lying next. Starting on the foot, some nice pressure there, maybe the sun lines. A little bit of neck pull, and palming along the leg. This is also really similar to the mama cat move of really big, slow movements. Up to the hip. And 3 leg stretches, coming in nice and close. Lean back. Squeeze her knee in. Lengthen the lower back. Pull the leg back. And place her back. Sitting side saddle, forearm movements, really focusing on the elbow. Maybe some extra time at the hip. And back to side saddle. She's rolling a little further forward than I would normally like, but we have limited props. Find her spine, come all the way down to the bottom, and then J stroke. And when you're really limited with props, you can also just use your hand a little bit more. And then taking her arm, letting it be relaxed, exposing the neck lines. Nice stretch for the inner forearm. And then back into the same thumbs up position. Do a little bit of work on the back. Bring her back onto her back. Then we would do the second side. And now I'm going to get you to sit up. Actually, roll over onto your right to press yourself up. To sit up. And then we will prop you up for the feet, neck, and face. So scooch forward a little bit. Yeah. And back. Is that comfortable? So for the feet, pressing out. And then hands come underneath to press along the sun lines. Give the toe a little wiggle, pull. So the first 3 come from the bottom, and then the last 2 come from the top, starting with that second toe, and then finishing with the big toe. Move to one foot. Start with the bracelet of the ankle. Maybe a bit of a pull. And then along the tops of the sun lines, we'll pull the toes. Walk in, foot comes to your abdomen, one hand on the ankle, one hand on top, and then rolling forward, and you need to see her whole body moving in response. And you want to be flexing her foot as well as pointing her foot. 3 in one direction, 3 in the other. And then whichever hand is on top takes hold of the outer edge of the foot, lean back to twist, and then move your hand up or down, depending on how much room you have on the foot. So do 2 on each side. And then same thing on the other side. So bracelet of the ankle, the lines, walk in, rotate, twist, and then finish the feet with 3 moves, pointing in, and then pulling down, thinking about pulling the energy all the way down to really ground your feet, and then ending as we started. Hands. Start with a little hello press. And then make a nest. Open the hand up as much as possible. You're not going to hurt her hand, so open up as much as you can. And then thumbing the lines, 1 thumb, 1 thumb, 1 thumb, 1 thumb, making lots of movement through the wrist. Starting at the outer edge and then moving into center and back out again. And then hold on to the thumb edge of her hand. Other hand comes to the outer fleshy part, pinky side, and then the thumb side. And then the webbing in between the thumb and the index finger, it's pretty tender in there. Grab a little chunk, push in towards, fingers towards each other, and then in towards her wrist. And then the top of, or I guess the side of the index finger phalange, that long finger bone. And then open the hand up. So in this one, it's 2 thumbs at once that do the movement. And this is another one where you pretty much cannot ever go too far. So lots of pressing back. Let her hand and her wrist stop you rather than you stopping you. And then it up. Squeeze nice and firm. And then joints. So supporting her elbow. If it's not able to touch the ground, you can bring your legs under. Rotate the wrists. Wrist. Elbow. 3, 3, and then shoulder. And then place the arm down with a bit of traction, pulling away. And then walk around your client, not over her, to the second side. Same thing, open, make the nest, thumb, palm, palm, open, close, wrist, elbow, shoulder. And then we'll do the chest and belly. So starting at the shoulder edge, right close to the clavicles, and then and out, and then thumbs on the bottom, a little bit of a J stroke, being mindful of how much, for some people it's very tender, some people not as much, and then end up at in the center, either pressing in towards the sternum, or if that's not available, you can just go along the center of the sternum, the little press and circling. To the bottom ribs, if they don't have a giant belly, pregnant belly, pulling the ribs. So using, again, a lot of pressure here, and then the abdomen, sun chases moon, always up on the right, down on the left. And with a lot of pressure. And then making a little C kind of shape with your hands, pulling everything down. And scooping everything up, energetically getting rid of that. And then a little bit of energy work.
abandon belly.